Be me, 27-year-old female, software developer at mid-sized tech company. Always been passionate about women in STEM and closing gender gap. Constantly posting about need for more female representation in tech. Firmly believe that women face systematic barriers in advancement. Whenever men complain about diversity, hiring just roll my eyes. We're just getting opportunities we always deserved. Work at Dataflow Solutions for about 3 years now. A decent company, maybe 150 employees, mostly male engineers. I'm one of only 12 women in entire engineering department. Team lead position opens up in my division after Mike retires. Really want this promotion. Been working toward leadership role. Position involves managing team of 8 developers plus major client accounts. Significant pay bump from $85K to $120K plus equity options. Know I'm qualified but worried about competing against male colleagues, especially Tom and David who have been here longer than me. Tom has 5 years experience, led several successful projects. David has 4 years, excellent technical skills. Clients love him. Both are genuinely nice guys who've always been supportive. Never made me feel excluded or treated differently because I'm female. Apply for position along with Tom, David, and 2 other male colleagues. Interview process takes about 3 weeks with multiple rounds. Technical assessment, leadership scenarios, client presentation. Feel like I do well, but not sure if I outperformed the competition. Tom's technical presentation was honestly better than mine. David's client management experience is more extensive. Both have led unofficial teams on projects while I mostly worked solo. Week later, get called into meeting with Director Sarah. She's excited to tell me I got the promotion. Congratulations. We think you'll bring great perspective to leadership. Initially thrilled, finally breaking through to management level. This is exactly what I've been working toward for years. Call my parents and friends to share the good news. Post on social media about women in tech success story. First day as team lead, Tom and David both congratulate me genuinely. They seem disappointed but handle it professionally. Promise to support my transition into leadership role. Start noticing things that make me uncomfortable though. During team meeting, Sarah mentions how important diversity is. We're committed to having women in leadership positions. Comments like this make me wonder about decision-making process. Was I promoted because I was best candidate or because I'm female? Try to push these thoughts away and focus on doing good job. First month goes pretty well. Team seems to respect my decisions. Tom and David are incredibly helpful with technical challenges. Often stay late to help me understand complex client requirements. Both clearly know more about certain systems than I do. Start feeling like I'm learning from people who should be my subordinates. Imposter syndrome kicks in hard, constantly second-guessing myself. During quarterly review meeting with other managers, Sarah makes comment about how great it is to have female perspective. Finally have some gender balance in leadership team. Other managers nod approvingly about diversity progress. Realize that my gender was definitely factor in promotion decision. Feel sick to my stomach, but try to convince myself I still deserved it. Overhear conversation between 2 male engineers at coffee machine. They're discussing recent promotion decisions across company. Yeah, they always promote women now, regardless of qualifications. Tom should have gotten that position. He's been here longest. Pretend not to hear, but comments sting because they might be true. Start paying more attention to promotion patterns company-wide. Notice that women and minorities get promoted faster than expected, compared to their experience levels and demonstrated competencies. Realize there's unofficial quota system for leadership diversity. Nothing explicitly stated but clear preference for non-male candidates. Attend leadership training workshop with other new managers. Facilitator talks about importance of diverse perspectives in decision-making. Woman next to me whispers, "Glad I checked the right boxes." Several female managers laugh knowingly about diversity advantages. Realize that others are aware of preferential treatment too. Feel complicit in system that might be unfair to male colleagues. 3 months into management role, major client crisis emerges. Technical problem that requires deep system knowledge to resolve. Tom immediately volunteers to work overtime, fixing the issue. Spends entire weekend debugging complex integration problems. Saves client relationship that was worth $2 million annually. During team meeting, Tom presents elegant solution he developed. Everyone recognizes his exceptional technical contribution. Realize that Tom probably would have handled this crisis better as manager. His deep technical knowledge and client relationships are superior. Start questioning whether company made right choice promoting me. Attend diversity conference that company sponsors downtown. Speaker talks about importance of aggressive diversity hiring. Sometimes you have to prioritize representation over experience. Audience of HR professionals nods enthusiastically about quotas. Feel increasingly uncomfortable with explicit preference admission. Sit in bathroom stall during break, crying about ethical implications. Return to office and observe team dynamics more carefully. Notice that Tom often gets consulted on technical decisions. Other engineers defer to his expertise on complex problems. David handles most difficult client relationships because of his experience. Both men are essentially doing leadership work without the title. Meanwhile, I'm struggling with basic management responsibilities, constantly asking them for advice on decisions I should be making. Realize that I'm being propped up by more qualified subordinates who are graciously helping me succeed despite being passed over. Attend company all-hands meeting where CEO discusses diversity goals. Proudly announces that management is now 40% female. Audience applauds this achievement enthusiastically. Feel sick knowing that some of these promotions might be undeserved, including potentially my own advancement to leadership position. Start researching company's promotion history over past 5 years. Discover clear pattern of accelerated advancement for women. Female employees consistently promoted faster than male counterparts, even when men had superior technical skills or longer tenure. Realize I'm beneficiary of systematic reverse discrimination. Everything I believed about earning my success through merit is questionable. Confront Sarah about promotion criteria during one-on-one meeting. Ask directly whether my gender was factor in decision. Sarah gets defensive and talks about bringing diverse perspectives. We need more women in leadership. It's good for business. Doesn't deny that gender was major consideration in choice. Confirms my worst fears about not earning promotion fairly. Feel like my entire career advancement has been built on false foundation. Decide to have honest conversation with Tom about situation. Find him working late in office, approach nervously, apologize for getting promotion that probably should have been his. Tom is gracious but admits he was disappointed by decision. You're doing fine job, but yeah, I thought I had more experience. Asks if I think gender played role in promotion decision. Tell him honestly that I believe it did based on conversations. Tom appreciates my honesty, but seems resigned to reality. That's just how things work now. Women get preference. Explains that several qualified men have left company recently. They got tired of being passed over for diversity hires. Realize that well-intentioned policies are driving away good people. Talk to David about his experience with promotion process. He's more frustrated than Tom, but tries to hide it. Mentions that his wife is breadwinner now because promotions are limited. Has kids to support, but advancement opportunities are scarce. Company culture makes it clear that white men aren't priority. Feel terrible that good fathers and providers are being penalized. Start noticing exodus of experienced male engineers. Several have left for competitors that focus more on merit. Company is losing institutional knowledge and technical expertise. Meanwhile, newly promoted women struggle with responsibilities. Some are promoted beyond their competence level due to quotas. Quality of work and decision-making has declined noticeably. Clients starting to complain about service deterioration. Attend another leadership meeting where results are discussed. Sarah blames problems on growing pains from organizational changes. Refuses to acknowledge that rapid diversity promotions might be issue. Insists that any problems are temporary adjustment periods. Feel complicit in covering up consequences of unfair policies. Decide to research impact of aggressive diversity hiring. Find studies showing that quotas can harm both productivity and relationships. When people feel promotions are unearned, it damages team cohesion. Qualified candidates leave when they perceive unfair treatment. Realize that current approach is hurting everyone, including women. Diversity for its own sake creates resentment and undermines progress. Start questioning fundamental assumptions about workplace equality. Maybe true equality means treating everyone fairly regardless of demographics, not giving preferences based on gender or race characteristics. Begin feeling guilty about accepting promotion under questionable circumstances. Consider stepping down, but realize it would hurt my career. Also wouldn't change anything about companies' promotion policies. Decide to try being best manager possible despite circumstances. Work extra hours studying technical systems and management practices. Ask Tom and David to teach me skills I'm missing. Acknowledge their expertise publicly and give them credit for contributions. Try to earn respect through performance rather than relying on diversity status. Slowly improve at job, but still feel like imposter. Know that I probably wouldn't have gotten opportunity without gender preference. Struggle with cognitive dissonance between feminist beliefs and reality. Always believed that women just needed fair chance to succeed. Now, seeing that fair chance sometimes means unfair advantage. Observe other diversity hires struggling with similar issues. Several promoted women seem overwhelmed by responsibilities. Some develop anxiety and depression from imposter syndrome. Others become defensive and angry when questioned about qualifications. Realize that diversity quotas can be harmful to supposed beneficiaries. Creates doubt about whether achievements are legitimate. 6 months into management role, major performance review cycle. Have to evaluate team members, including Tom and David. Both deserve excellent ratings and recommendations for advancement. Write glowing reviews emphasizing their superior technical contributions. Recommend both for senior engineer positions with significant raises. Feel like it's a small way to address unfairness of promotion. Situation. During calibration meetings with other managers, HR pushes back on giving top ratings to white male employees, suggests distributing ratings more evenly across demographic groups. We want to make sure we're developing diverse talent pipeline. Realize that performance evaluation is also influenced by identity politics. Excellent work by men is downplayed while women get inflated ratings. Fight for Tom and David to get recognition they deserve. Several other managers admit privately that quotas affect their decisions. Good employees are being held back due to demographic characteristics. System is fundamentally broken and unfair to everyone involved. Start advocating internally for merit-based promotion policies. Suggest blind review processes that focus on achievements and skills. Propose standardized criteria that eliminate subjective bias. Get labeled as not supportive of diversity initiatives. Some colleagues question my commitment to women's advancement. Feel isolated for suggesting that fairness should apply to everyone. Year later, Tom announces he's leaving for competitor. Accepted senior position at company that promoted based on merit. David is also interviewing elsewhere, tired of limited opportunities. Losing 2 of best engineers because of discriminatory policies. Companies' technical capabilities will suffer from their departure. Meanwhile, several diversity hires continue struggling in leadership roles. Productivity and client satisfaction continue declining. Beginning to understand long-term consequences of quota systems. Attend exit interview for Tom. He's honest about reasons for leaving. I love working here, but there's no future for people like me. Company has made it clear that my contributions aren't valued. Feel partially responsible for driving away good person. Realize that my promotion contributed to hostile environment for men. Diversity initiatives have created reverse discrimination, now actively harming people based on demographic characteristics. Completely reevaluate beliefs about workplace equality. Understand that true fairness means evaluating people as individuals, not making assumptions or giving preferences based on group identity. Start advocating for merit-based policies regardless of demographics. Lose support from feminist colleagues who see me as traitor. But helping qualified people succeed matters more than ideology. Tom's departure forces me to confront reality of situation. Good people are leaving because of unfair treatment. Company is suffering because merit is secondary to demographics. My promotion was part of systematic discrimination against men. Feel obligated to speak up about problems with current approach, even if it hurts my standing with diversity, advocates,